Hey there, folks. My name is Amiibo Jason, and welcome to another episode of the Nintendo Wiretap, this time for April 5th, 2018. Today we have a handful of stories to talk about. It might be a bit longer than a standard Wiretap, but let's take a look. Coming up first today, news that should probably surprise absolutely nobody. Nintendo's official Japanese site confirms that more costumes are indeed coming to Super Mario Odyssey. Now, in the months since its release, Super Mario Odyssey has seen updates big and small. While Luigi's Balloon World has been the most standout, fans of costumes and puzzles haven't been left in the dark thanks to new hint coins and a steady stream of new costumes for Mario to wear, one of my favorite parts of the game. But it looks like the World Tour isn't over quite yet, according to the official Nintendo site in Japan, specifically with a quote that says that more costumes are on the way. The quote roughly translates to, "We'll continue to update hint art and special costumes regularly, so please look forward to it." The page also discusses how the game has grown in recent months, highlighting the continued hint art rollout and recent Satellaview and baseball costumes. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always excited about brand new costumes in Super Mario Odyssey. The idea of Mario cosplaying as some of my favorite characters, as I've mentioned before in other episodes of the Wiretap, makes me extremely excited. But more or less at this point, I'd love to see a new kingdom or two pop up. A Luigi's Mansion kingdom would be something that I would get behind almost immediately, but at this point, I would take pretty much anything. Here's my theory though, E3 is almost here, and Super Mario Odyssey is still the hottest Nintendo property that Nintendo has at the moment, so it would not be crazy to think that new kingdoms and paid DLC will be reserved for an E3 reveal. We only have about 3 months to wait, so stay tuned guys, it's going to be a crazy summer. And while I have you, I need to know, once again, what costumes are you most excited to see in Super Mario Odyssey? We've known for some time, thanks to the data mine that came out, that we should expect to see a Link costume, a handful of other Mario costumes, and even costumes based on all of the rabbits in Super Mario Odyssey. Thanks to the power of Photoshop, our very own Tom Brown has been able to mock up at least a few of these costumes, and this is what we think that they might look like. But we're curious to see what you guys make of this. Let us know in the comments down below. Next up today, I want to talk about Spyro the Dragon, specifically about the HD remaster that's coming to PS4 and Xbox One. We found out today, thanks to a leak from Amazon.com, that Spyro Reignited Trilogy was coming to Xbox One and PlayStation 4 this September. The remaster features the first 3 Spyro games remastered in high definition in one handy little package. But the sad thing is, in the reveal trailer, unfortunately the Nintendo Switch was left out. So, what gives? Why was the Nintendo Switch excluded? Well, maybe it's not. The official Nintendo UK store has a listing for Spyro the Dragon Remastered. At the moment, there's no images whatsoever on this listing, and the name of the game is actually wrong. Instead of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, instead we see Spyro the Dragon Remastered. Now again, this is on the official Nintendo UK store page. This is not a fan page, this is not a third-party site, but it could be wrong. It could be an employee who got a bit too gung-ho and put a listing on there and accidentally set it live. But the fact that this is indeed on the official Nintendo UK website, it might point to this game actually coming to the Nintendo Switch sooner rather than later. Again, at the moment, Activision or Toys for Bob has yet to make any kind of announcement for a Nintendo Switch version of this game, but here's hoping that this indeed turns out to be true. Spyro fans around the world would love this game portable, and here's hoping that Activision is going to make that happen. But what do you guys think? Do you think this was some sort of mistake on Nintendo UK's part? Do you think that this is indeed legit? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Next up today, we got our first look at Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and Dark Souls running on the Nintendo Switch from PAX East. Thanks to the good folks at GameXplain who are on the ground right now at PAX East, we got our first look at Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, and Dark Souls running on the Nintendo Switch. Now first, I want to talk about Wolfenstein 2. This is amazing looking. This is much better than I anticipated this game would look. In fact, when you take a look at this in comparison to Doom that was released last year on the Nintendo Switch, it looks like the engine is much crisper and much more high resolution. But again, these are off-screen images, so it could be completely wrong. But everything that I can see right now gives me amazing hope that Wolfenstein 2 is going to blow Doom out of the water. And being a huge first-person shooter fan and a portable gamer, the idea of this game is giving me goosebumps. Next up, we gotta look at Dark Souls running on the Nintendo Switch from GameXplain, and judging by how it looks and plays pretty much exactly how I would imagine it should. Now for this one, we have very little time to wait as Dark Souls Remastered launches on May 25th. At the moment, we don't have an official release date for Wolfenstein 2, but stay tuned to Nintendo Wire, we're gonna let you know more information on both of these games as we approach the release date. So what do you guys think about this? Are you excited for either of these games? Have you played Wolfenstein in the past? Are you ready to double dip on either of these titles? Let us know, again, what you think in the comments down below. As I said before, personally, I'm a huge first-person shooter fan, so Wolfenstein 2 is a complete pickup for me. And the fact that Dark Souls has amiibo support, even though it's kind of small, that means I pretty much have to pick it up. Well, I don't have to, but you guys know what I mean. We got a couple smaller pieces of information as well. A new demo for Detective Pikachu is now on the 3DS eShop. If you've yet to have a chance to pick this game up, or at least try it, I recommend you at least give it a shot. It's a very different Pokemon adventure, and now that there's a demo, you can at least try it before you buy it. Personally, I don't think it's a perfect game, but I think Pokemon needed to do something a little bit different, and this is a really good way to experiment. And it gets me in the mood for Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu coming next year. I really can't wait for that. And that's going to wrap up today's episode of the Nintendo Wiretap again for April 5th, 2018. Once again, we want to thank our amazing Patreon supporters for helping make this show a reality. If you want to help support an episode of the Nintendo Wiretap, you can do so by clicking the link in the description down below, or by clicking the Patreon link on the screen right now. That's it for today, guys. Have a good one. Bye, guys.